And welcome to the Bottlecap Brigade, the best D&D campaign you'll ever encounter. We're the live stream that gets drunk, talks about D&D, but doesn't play it right. That's right, we approach the rules of D&D like we do our groceries. If you can't carry everything at once, it's not worth doing at all.
That was you the other day.
True. One trip. That's it.
There's like that moment where it's like scary for a second, where nobody reacts, and then the internet latency catches it.
There's like a delay.
Yeah. I'm always sitting there like, what? Please
It
clap.
must be the audio.
Anyway, I'm glad you guys at least somewhat chuckled. Well, let's move right along and introduce the Bottlecap crew in a uniquely kind and caring fashion. First up is the amazing, talented, stunning artist and fellow artist supporter, Miranda Hakila Palacio as Josie. Next,
Well, hi.
hello. And next is a handsome comedian, skilled at everything roleplay, if you catch my drift, and a mostly grounded individual. It's Austin Von Johnson as Eredris.
Woo!
Hey.
We celebrate for you. That's
Plays a good
Austin's
French
first-
maid.
yeah. He knows from experience, and sometimes you just can't think of anything or anyone cooler than Fonzie or as caring as Mother Teresa until you meet Janelle Christine as Tuyuya.
That's a hell of a compliment.
Yeah, she's like, that's the first time he's ever said something nice about me. I'm trying.
Wow,
Trying
that's
to be
so
that.
nice.
You're doing really good. You're doing really
It's
good.
been hard. Funny,
Get out of here.
funny,
Get out of my living room.
courageous, and an overall incredible friend. It's Taylor Hawker as Togu. Just look at him. That guy. There wasn't much celebration on that one, but Taylor, I meant every word.
Yay.
It's true.
Well, this next person is really something. There's never been a more deep-thinking, loving, and true connecting communicator. More than Joe Fritz as Tack/Parrot. Oh. See,
I'm
the
amazing.
problem is that usually you guys laugh, or you're like, oh, but this you guys just like, oh.
Oh.
These are like very sweet. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's just nice.
We don't want to interrupt the nice things you have to say about us because it doesn't
There we
ever
go.
happen. So we're
That's
like, no, shut the fuck
It doesn't last. It
It's
doesn't
like
last.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. Well, the last one is bittersweet because we're about to end any kind things that I say about people, and I swear that there is an incredibly kind and friendly and caring man somewhere in there, but it's Sam Gates as Og.
Oh no.
You're so good at
The
being
new Ong is here
awkward and
already.
uncomfortable.
Every time. I'm uncomfortable. It's just
Goblin
I can't
Ong.
listen to what he has. All right. Anyway, we'll move along. That is the Bottlecap
Goblin.
crew, and I think Miranda, Janelle, and Austin have announcements for the day. So Miranda, take it away.
Yeah. Well, I think right now we all kind of know that it's the world and us and our communities are going through a lot. My cat just jumped on my chair. We're all going through a lot, and I think that with COVID, we had to kind of force pause in our trajectory of where we all were going, and then that offered a lot of time for us to kind of reflect on the systems that are in place. And right now, I feel like with this pause, we are being asked to look at racial injustices that are happening, and that is clearly something that the globe is focused on, as it should be. And for a long time, people of color like myself have lived a different world to some of our white counterparts. But that doesn't have to be forever. There's a lot of history that goes back into racial injustice, but what I feel like we're all being asked to do is take a look at our lives and maybe reflect on how your life could differ from somebody's who is a person of color, and understanding that it's okay if you have privileges. That's okay, but you have to be able to acknowledge those and internalize them and figure out how you can change that so that everybody has these privileges. The world is changing, and humanity can really make this better for all of us. This is a global movement that is happening. And I think most importantly, the change for us to live in a world where we all are equal is starting inward with yourself and kind of going through your life, but also loving yourself and who you are as a person, and wanting other people to love themselves just as much as you love yourself. And you want to spread that love to other people, because right now I feel like we're in an era where reform is of priority for so many different parts of our system and parts of our societies that we have ingrained in us. It's time for us to change and grow up a little bit. And change isn't fun. Growing up isn't easy, right? But it's definitely something that is doable. But we all have to be on the same page, and we all have to make sure that these changes start from us as individuals, and that we are making moves within our own life to make sure everybody else feels equal. And I feel like now it's the change is here. It's asking us to do that within ourselves, and we all can. And, you know, there's no reason to feel guilt, but there should be reason to feel motivated to change. And it's okay if you haven't been right in this whole situation, or maybe this is the first time that you're waking up to the fact that there are social and racial injustices that are happening in our country. And that's okay if you're new and waking up to that, but know that it's on you to make that change. It's on all of us to make this change, and we can do it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Well said. Really, the only thing left that we would like to say to our viewers is, anyone who's watching us, we just wanted you to know that where we stand on this issue, and all of us feel very strongly about this, and we're committed to assisting our communities and our friends and people of color in any way that we can, especially in eradicating systemic racism. So we are going to provide some links in the description for this video below to some organizations that you can donate to if you have the means to do so. If you don't have the means to do so, get involved in your local communities. Do the best that you can to provide safety and respect and love to your fellow community members. And we'll get through all this crazy shit together. And I'm just lucky that I can be with these folks to provide some like fun, enlightened kind of topics, and just some fun shit for people to watch during a time that's so crazy. It's nice to be able to step out of it for a second and make butthole jokes. So with that being said, thank you so much for Miranda. Like, we didn't even need to say anything really. Like, that was just awesome. Yeah. Let's score some bottle caps, Austin. Let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
line ripped from me. I like it. Well, come on.
Well-spoken individuals.
Absolutely.
I have a stutter, but I try.
No, not at all. Appreciate you guys. Well, without further ado, welcome to episode 20, The Source.
It's crazy.
Taylor's
The
never...
source?
The soul.
There it is.
Beautiful
So
timing.
loud.
Episode 20. This is the last time we'll have to stream this.
The
way.
last
This is
time
so cool.
we'll be streaming from our homes. We are going to meet in person on episode
You
21.
have to smell me in person.
Yeah, come on. Well, anyway,
Oh yeah.
episode 20, The Source. The mind is a complicated problem, something we still do not fully understand. Dreams, visions, and ethereal experiences can't be ignored and just referenced as insanity. Some things really happen, and maybe some things truly never did. Our group is confronted with thoughts of confusion, reality, and the mixed set of emotions that come along with that. The brigade has entered an ancient temple in the desert, only to find 3 doors labeled past, present, and future. Each having their own specific trails within, these doors led to an ultimately sad experience for our party. Erdris, however, finding the worst of it. After seeing a distant future of the group defeated by greed, has entered an ancient temple in the desert. And at their own hands, even Erdris's individual demise left a somber status within his soul. The Bottlecap Brigade continued to search throughout the ancient temple, reconnecting with Tuyuya along the way. Her perilous experiences discovered new details around the world of Magna, including the ancient race of Parlakilians who served to keep the natural order of things alive. Together, they emerged into a new room, one that felt eerily similar to some past experiences. In the room was a fireplace, several paintings on the walls, and was an overall well-kept room, extremely out of place for the theme of this temple so far. When the lever was pulled, a sound of air could be heard outside the room and in the main entryway, but as soon as the group left the room, they found themselves back in the same room again by some sort of magic. After a few attempts at solving this dilemma, a chair appeared on the far side of the room, facing the fireplace and away from the party. And the only words that deafened the room around them were, "You're in my world now." Everyone but Jolie, you're instantly filled with horror and concern at the appearance of an old foe, an old woman who brings life and death. You remember encountering this individual a month ago in an eerily similar room inside the keep in the city of Marin. The magic around you feels similar. It feels old and unstoppable. Jolie, you feel uncomfortable with the sudden appearance of a chair and a figure sitting within, but only know the level of creepy vibes by face value. Once again, you hear an echo from the wrinkly arm, the only part you can see on the armrest of the chair, speak once again. "I love you, young lad. Come to visit an old granny like me so often. I have very few guests nowadays."
You guys know this lady?
Yeah, kinda.
Kind of.
Does anyone else kind of want to try to explain this, as Ong doesn't really have a good frame of reference for this and does not want to be meta?
Well, we didn't come to visit you, ugly. You brought us here. I know it.
Oh, hey, that's not how you talk to your elders. Who's this? This is just a little old lady.
No, you don't understand. The last time she did some real fucked up stuff, Jolie. She she tried to kill Togu. She tried to kill our other friend. She tortured our other friend just so we could answer some stupid riddles.
Oh my god.
She's not an old lady. She's a monster.
While you guys are talking, you can only see her arm, her wrinkly old arm, looking, what you could imagine is a 150 or 200-year-old body, barely put together. And you just see her arm from just off the armrest, just tapping the armrest.
All right, well, let's get to it then. If she's evil, she probably wants us to do something. Some kind of trade or something like that.
Some kind of riddle for sure. Can we... Listen, lady, we're not excited to see you, and I don't think that you're excited to see us. So just tell us what we got to do to get out of here, and we'll leave you alone.
This is your home. This is my home. My home is locked. You are able, and as she's talking, you see her stand up, and you see her body, her incredibly skinny body, malnourished, and just very, very ancient and old, decrepit body. And she says, "You are able to enter, but cannot break." And she turns very slowly at you as she's talking to face you. "Oh, what to do? Oh, what to do?" How about this? And her creepy long finger is bent and pointed upwards, but a very painful journey to make its way up. "A game we shall play. I will open the way for you. Once you answer my questions. The 3 questions I ask, each with their own complexity. You may choose one to answer, and one to bear the burden. A result that is wrong will bring terror upon them. And a choice that is right will bring something quite awesome.
All right.
Wow, surprise, surprise. She wants to fuck with us.
Damn it.
I'll,
Oh, yeah.
well, whichever question we answer, you guys, I'll bear the burden.
All right, you want me to answer it, buddy? I forgot
to be-
about this accent initially too.
Oh, yeah,
and I forgot.
I kind of forgot you were a goblin too.
Little action
and just
figure.
for everyone,
Welcome to the club.
because we have like a new subscriber, and Steve Birch might be watching one of the Idaho House representatives.
Steve.
It
Hey,
said he
Steve.
was.
Yeah,
We
well, I
appreciate
mean,
it.
oh, did it? Hey,
Thank
Steve.
you.
I didn't think you would actually watch it. I told him to watch the very initial clip because it's kind of pertinent to his job. And I think it's cool
Is he
that
still
he
watching?
actually. I don't know. I think it's cool if he's actually followed through with that. So good job, Steve Birch. You might have gained a voter. Anyway, I forgot because so anyone and to the new sub, I used to be a mountain giant and now I'm a goblin for a little bit at least. So I guess I took it
We'll
like
see.
this.
You're super dense. You kept your mask, but you just
Yeah, so large.
Ong, if I'm understanding the rules that the old lady just told us correctly, I think we can all kind of work together on answering the question. But I appreciate your willingness to answer the questions. But I will.
You're okay putting your body
suffer.
on the line for the first one?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
do it.
I can heal you. I can heal you.
All right,
I tell
you
you
bag
what,
of bones. Hit us with the question.
Let's do it.
Well, to clarify, you may all work together to answer the questions, but only one may answer, and their fate is determined.
Oh, so I need to
Okay,
answer
so
them.
Eric, just
We can help you.
You just need to say the
Yes.
answer. We can all. It's like Family Feud.
Right.
Or-
Is there a
No,
time limit?
I've seen that traveling show.
Thanks. I panicked.
Family feudal.
Yeah, family feudal.
Feudal.
Okay. She turns to you all and looks you all in the eyes slowly and pans around. She says, "Riddle one. The man who bought it doesn't need it. The man who needs it, he doesn't know it. What is it?"
Is it wealth?
You
Damn it, Togu! Can we? We need to
I'm talking.
discuss.
I'm talking to our buddies. I'm not talking to you, old lady.
Okay,
Oh, let's get real directed.
Sorry. I was asking my friends. I was like, "Hey guys, is it wealth?"
I don't know if you can buy wealth. Can you buy
Maya,
wealth
have a
directly?
repeat. What is
Stock
it?
market.
There are two other questions, you guys.
the man who bought it doesn't need it, and the man who needs it doesn't know it.
Doesn't
Know it.
know
Would
it.
That's why I think it's wealth.
Guys.
Toilet
Or is it
paper.
knowledge?
Can you buy knowledge?
Maybe wealth. That makes sense.
As you guys are talking, you see her hand like fall to the ground, and she picks it up as and connects it back to her arm.
I just shudder. I'm just like, ugh.
That's what I got something for that if you need it.
Is old lady? Did you say that there were three questions, or is there just one?
Sharon!
Sharon, that's your name?
Her name's Sharon.
Sharon!
Sharon!
Well, hi, Sharon. My name's Jolie, and I'm not very good at riddles, but I'll try.
Welcome to my home!
Oh God. Steve
Don't
Birch
even
is
bo-
helping us.
Don't
with the
even
riddle right
bother.
now.
Don't even bother.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh, Steve Birch came through. Oh,
Did he?
Dude, Steve just won at least 4 constituents.
Oh yeah!
Dude.
Woo!
This is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. You're killing it.
Yeah. No, let's answer it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Austin,
Who's
say
answering
it.
this?
Let's go. Austin,
What
say
is-
it.
All
What
right,
did Steve say?
You'll
What's
see.
the answer, guys? What are we deciding? No,
Steve said it.
Yeah, Steve said it.
is
Dude,
it?
we got-
I can't. Can we just say it because some of us aren't
Sorry,
looking
yeah.
at?
Yeah, I'm
Steve
not looking
Birch,
at you.
would like to answer for Ong. Ong will take the hit if this one's wrong.
No, I've already decided I'm taking the hit, you guys.
Okay.
Just tell me what to
it's
say.
Knowledge.
You can buy
Not
knowledge,
wisdom.
but not wisdom.
Sharon, it's knowledge. We're going with knowledge.
No! I hate it when they get it wrong the first time.
Steve! Oh, damn it! I was so stoked. I was gonna run around the house. Oh.
The correct answer was a coffin.
Oh.
Well, that's
Yep.
awkward.
Yeah,
makes
that makes really good sense, and it's
A coffin.
significantly less abstract. But
Eredris, you feel
Oh
different.
no, what's that?
The old lady's looking at you, and she cocks her head at you, and you're staring into her eyes, and you just feel like she's taking something from you, and you can't feel anything leave, or you can't see anything leaving you, and no one notices anything else, but you just feel like you have less energy, like almost like some of your youth was taken from you. For the remainder of the day, you have minus 10 HP, and that is your max health points for the day until you have a long rest.
all right.
So this energy comes from you, and you see her perk up something like, rejuvenating. Well,
You still look
You're
ugly.
welcome.
Is she standing up now?
yeah, she's standing up.
Is her skin a little bluer?
Yeah, you're a little darker blue instead of a light blue.
I'm blue.
What's
All
the
right,
next
lady,
riddle,
now what?
Sharon?
You're
Sharon
prepared for the second question.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon. God.
You're not
I
even
don't
doing the
know what
voice
keeps
box.
happening to my voice.
They keep going back and forth. She looks at you all again. I am rarely touched, but often held. If you're smart, you'll use me well. What am I?
Is my dick. Just kidding. Sorry, Steve Birch, if you heard that.
Sorry,
Don't judge us
Steve.
based off that.
Yeah.
Sharon, would you repeat it, please?
Only one.
Uh-oh.
Rare.
I am rarely touched, but often held. If you're smart, you'll use me well. What am I?
Yeah, I'm really not good at this.
Really?
I got nothing.
Steve Birch says he's heard worse than my phallic joke. So,
So guys, what are some things that are?
Or what's? I mean, doctor, man. What are your?
I don't know,
Want to
but this is
guess?
so
You want to guess?
cool.
just love it.
I
Yeah,
love-
we should have a guest one shot with Steve Birch when we go live and there's no more
Oh
COVID.
my
I
god,
was
we
trying to
need
tell
to.
We were about to go live, and then Ong got a call from you, and we waited and watched him on camera for 20 minutes to talk to you, and it was all worth it. So it's a win. All right, so
Worth it.
I am rarely touched, but often held.
Ah,
You're smart, you'll use me well. What am I?
guys, is it breath?
Ooh, what about tongue? Like hold your tongue.
I like because he said often, rarely touch. So sometimes you can touch your tongue, but you can never touch your breath, right?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
What about
breath.
touched by an angel?
I think it's tongue,
How
but
different medicine woman.
I don't know.
I like tongue.
I'm in.
Sure, it's not Angel.
Who's-
Idris, do you want me to take this one just in case?
No, I'll take this one.
No,
All right,
no,
you
no, no.
goddamn
It's
heroic
Airgis,
motherfucker.
no.
It only
No.
makes sense, you guys. Let me do this. Let me do this.
Airdris.
Relax.
Don't punish yourself just because you think you're gonna kill us in the future.
That
I
wasn't
have to
real.
do this, you guys.
I got this one. Air, just step back, brother.
Is it tongue or is it breath?
I want to.
What answer?
That's beautiful.
Someone answer
We're-
That
before him.
sounds poetic.
Just says to Sharon, it's tongue, isn't it, Sharon?
Angel.
Oh no!
He said it.
She goes
Said
really
it.
somber. She was smiling.
We got it right, you ugly bitch.
Be nice.
She
Hey,
points her
she's still
finger
an
at
old lady.
you, and to you, your mouth like seizes shut. Correct.
Hey!
Ooh.
You're holding. Sorry, you see something start to materialize in front of you, and you catch it as it's falling, and you look down and see a green glowing potion. By further examining it, you see that there's a label on the side of the potion, and it says, "Praggle's Pungent Curse Purging Potion. Got a curse?
Oh, shit.
And it hurts. Drink this down and turn your frown upside down. Must consume entire bottle for an optimal result."
Wait, meta, it says that entire thing on the fucking label.
Yes, it does. I don't know. I don't think it
I don't know if you guys-
I'd like to
And the
turn
label
everyone.
talks faster.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I'd like
As
to
you
turn
flip
to
it over.
everyone and just be like, hey, you guys, I'm gonna chug this. Make sure that if I die, you take my bottle caps and give it to my reincarnated body, okay?
Yeah, wait, before you
Oh.
chug it, can I please give your little body a hug just to say bye to this Ong?
I'll miss my goblin brother.
Oh, good
I
hug.
hug
Goodbye,
you
little
too.
buddy. You're so dense.
I
And
I
then
love
there
that.
was one.
No, there's no question of like, would we give this to the dude who's been a goblin for months, but the dude who's had to deal with it for like 6 hours, you know? And he's like, hey.
Do I know that Tack is a parrot inside?
He's kind of like told
I
you
think
guys
I explained it
once.
once.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we've-
okay.
He said it a
We've
lot.
talked about it in
Okay.
our travels.
We don't care,
Oh,
though.
shit,
now I
Let's
feel
be
bad.
clear.
I didn't even
I
second
checked
guess it. I gave him a hug and said, "I'll miss you."
As soon as we unhug, I look at you and look like, oh fuck, what did I do? You've been in it.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what'll happen, but is that what you're doing? You're
Yep,
drinking
chugging.
it? Okay.
Chugging it.
I wave goodbye.
She sees you pop open. Actually, Taylor, can you take care of that sound for me? There you go.
Woo!
He pops it open. He's so good at that. And there's a lot of things to do that, but that one's definitely in the top 10.
There's a build-up.
Yeah. And you see her like start like, yes, as you just finish this whole thing and guzzle it down. Like, after it leaves your lips, you feel kind of boozy and uncomfortable for a second.
Fuck yeah, I do.
You start to waver, and your balance is a little off as you notice you're now almost 8 feet tall again. And
Hey!
7 foot 11 inches.
yeah.
It's almost 8 feet. Crazy enough.
Yeah.
How much weight can I lift right now, DM?
It's exactly the
Same.
same as it's always
forgot.
in every episode.
Which is
I don't-
how
Everybody
much?
say it
I don't
together.
remember.
1,080 pounds.
Hey!
Oh boy.
He's a strong belly.
Nice legs.
Thank you.
She looks
Welcome
at you
back,
all. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I just said
Oh.
welcome back. That's
Welcome back to you, you fucking heroic piece of shit. Getting that answer wrong on behalf of Steve Birch, our constituent, as the Democratic representative of the Idaho. Sorry, Steve. I don't know what district
That
I'm
was
in.
going so well, and then it just crashed right at the end. But pretty good run there, Sam.
I got it.
We're googling.
Idaho District 15.
There
Get
it is.
buddy.
Bam.
Yeah.
Get it.
Thank you.
My favorite district.
It is. Yeah, me too. Everyone knows that district. That you all It's very interesting. Last question, and this one's a doozy.
I love doozies.
I've heard that about you. Moving on. Riddle number 3. What do you see once a year, twice in a week, but only twice in forever?
The letter E.
It's the letter R.
Are you guys talking to each
Isn't
other?
it? Yeah, we're talking to each other.
Blown
Also,
away.
really
She said
quick,
she knows me.
just
I
to the
can't
party,
speak out of game
You're right.
because in game
You're
she
right.
shut my mouth shut.
and also to the party, I just kind of turn to everyone and say, for everyone's acknowledgement, Steve Birch, the representative of District 15, would like us to know that it is the honorable fucking Steve Birch of District 15.
Honorable Steve.
What's up, the honorable Steve
Yeah,
Birch?
fucked everyone who didn't say that.
We should write him. We should write Steve Birch into the next.
Oh
next
my
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Steve.
Be a great NPC.
Actually, as a real aside, and I'm so sorry to anyone else that's watching the stream right now. We're having a really awesome
moment.
conversation with one of our constituents during a time of weirdness for everyone.
Technically, aren't we
And,
the
like,
constituents? Anyway.
whatever. But so
We're honorable Steve Birch,
Hey.
all of us.
Steve,
We are all
if you,
Steve.
if you don't know much about D&D, feel free to PM me or any of us and ask, but we would love to write you in as a non-player character that'll be played by Austin, the DM.
Hey, Steve, don't message me because I barely know what we're doing. I would message Sam, and he'll help you out with everything.
And yeah, well, fuck you, Austin. But we will write you into the story as a like whatever race and class you want. And if you want to be like a politician, cool. If you want to be like something I don't know, like more exciting than that, you can do
Hero,
that
a
too.
wizard.
Oh,
A
no,
performer.
Oh, yeah.
A jester.
Or
So let us know.
A politician.
anything
Hey.
you've always wanted to be. Yeah, I mean, sky's the limit.
A wagon mechanic.
Yeah.
A politician wizard that can like wave a magic wand and systemic racism will just be gone.
Oh shit. Bam.
Wheel mechanic got me. Or
Full
wagon
circle.
mechanic.
All right. Well, Steve,
Full circle, baby.
Jumping back in, you guys were trying to figure out the answer to this riddle. What do you?
Hey, Ergis,
The
you're right.
R or E?
It's the letter E. Once a year, twice a week, 2 times forever. It's the letter E.
Who's saying it?
Y'all are blowing me away.
I am.
Who's saying it? Ergis,
I
can we
am,
say it
Sharon.
together? Ergis, can we say it together?
I already
That might be
said it,
breaking
told
the
you.
rules.
That breaks the rules.
You don't want to break no rules.
Yeah,
Not at Grandma's house.
It's the letter E, Sharon.
Sharon.
Gross name.
Fantasy Sharon.
Stuff's freezing.
Oh, Auntie Sharon.
Okay, good. It almost froze, but we're good again. She looks here. She's like, I always get people with that one. Correct. Yeah. So on the ground next to your foot, you feel a weight, Eredris, and you look down to your left foot, and there is a very large sack, like a canvas sack, and
Stop.
it is
Sorry.
it is it is a large bag, and it has
I thought it was a
drawstring.
sack.
Yeah, I had to change it very quickly, and it has a drawstring at the top. On the side of it is a skull and bones, like emblem or like a print.
Oh, this is kind of a weird prize, and I want to try to pick it up.
Yeah, it's like decently heavy, but not horrible.
Cool.
It definitely would.
And then
it's something that you
Okay.
you would have to like. It's large, so like if you want to carry it, you'd have to like tie it to yourself or something. Like it's a pretty big bag.
Sure.
And it has kind of an interesting, maybe just an interesting aroma, smell.
Okay. I would like to open it and look inside.
Would you say it has a sort of musk?
It has a lot of
An Elon. Does it have a lot of Elon Musk? Covered in Elon Musk.
It's covered in
It smells like XAE12.
Yeah.
E12.
I'll share a video with you guys later of that. There's a video that fucking kills me about that name. But anyway.
You look inside and you just see SpaceX. You see nothing, just space.
It's a whole entire spaceship.
But
wait, are you?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay,
It's just
go ahead.
dark in there. Like it's like weird. It doesn't make sense based off the lighting in the room. It's like 3 inches down. It's just darkness.
I wanna reach my hand in
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And feel around.
Be careful.
Hello. Going in.
We
Thank
got
you
the
for stopping
question
by,
right.
Steve
It'd be a
Birch.
real dick move for her to give us something that's
Thanks,
bad.
Steve.
There's a snake in my bag.
Nannies like to play tricks, so just be careful.
I'd like to carefully put my hand into the bag.
Okay, careful. Extremely
Into
careful.
the sack.
He's preparing his weapon as he holds the bag. Okay, so you're putting your arm in there. It's like this air comes out of it, and it's just this horrible smell. It's like fish and trash and BO and like everything that is horrible in the world. And you just put your hand in there and
Morning breath.
you hit. Yeah. Oh, it's bad. It's like someone farted right in your face, but it won't go away. And
Buttermilk.
immediate pink eye.
Is it like the bean boozled dead fish bean?
That's exactly. Yeah, that's it. I don't know how you did that.
That's the worst smell on the planet. I'm just gonna put it out there.
That's what you smell. That's what she said. And you feel semi-moist, soft material.
Ew, no.
I would like to. Is it like a material that like I would scoop out, or is it a material that
No, you
like
just want-
it's there and I can grab it?
Yeah, you can get a
Oh,
handful
man.
of it without
Some of it feels really soft, and some of it feels kind of crusty. Some of it also feels kind of slimy.
I want to attempt to like get a handful of it and bring it up into the light.
Okay. Roll a Constitution saving roll.
Ew.
Nice.
I
No.
start gagging.
What is that?
Ong, now fully aware of his larger size, would like to have a quarter chub, regardless of the smell.
Okay.
Is Steve Birch still
he does.
watching?
Classic
No.
Sam Gates line.
So I rolled a 16 plus 3 for my Constitution modifier, minus
Nice.
4 for my roll checks. So a 15.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Just tell me the answer next time. That just hurt. to, like,
I know. I just wanted to make sure that I'm doing this correctly.
rock on.
So
Appreciate that about you.
from now on, I'll do it faster.
You're awesome, Austin.
No, yeah, I love that. So yes, dude. So you pull this thing out. You're holding like a handful of dirty laundry,
Delicious.
Oh, that sucks.
and you've got like
Now you have to do it.
You've got some used underwear. You have a shirt that's just got like BO line like all the way down. And you realize that you're holding the
Doo-doo stains.
the dirty laundry mystery sack, and you can write that into your
Oh no. That's what she gave you. I told you, grandnanas, they trick you, fool.
She's a little fucking piece of shit, isn't she?
Now, pranksters.
The dirty
Granddaddy, is this
laundry,
your laundry?
mystery sack.
Yeah.
The day
I look at Sharon and I'm like,
laundry
Sharon, what the
to
fuck
us.
is this? Sharon? Like, what the fuck? We got
A
the
gift.
answer right.
A gift for someone like yourself, small and insignificant.
I'll find a creative way to use it. I just wanna,
Yes, you probably will.
I throw it back in, and I want to look like around to see what of hers I can wipe my hand on now.
Oh man. Yeah, she's
Maybe if there's like a cloth on a chair or something. Like I just want to wipe my hand. Maybe on the carpet. I'm just gonna wipe it on the carpet.
There's a rug that you're all standing on. There's her whole chair. Her armchair has covers, it's covers over the arms and the back. Has little little covers, and then she has a very dirty old white dress that looks like wouldn't be hurt at all. Couldn't get worse.
Yeah, that's. I definitely don't want to not make something worse. So, I throw it back in there. I cinch it back up and freaking throw it over my shoulder, and then I wipe my left hand on the carpet. I'm like, well, guys, wait, do we get to leave now? What the hell?
She's staring at you full of rage. You can see her fury starting to bubble up in her. I gave you a gift, and you do this to my sacred home. And she snaps her fingers at Tuyuya.
Oh shit!
Tuyuya, your mouth opens, but immediately this slime just flies out of it and lands onto Erdris. Just like this green slime just covers him, like Nickelodeon.
I'd like to laugh
Nickelodeon.
and high five her. Can I high five Sharon at that one?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You approach for a high five, and
it's all right.
She's like, ah.
That was badass, you little weirdo. Good one.
I just wipe my mouth and just wipe the rest of it on Adris.
I want to look.
Oh, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm gonna wipe that shit off of you, Adris.
Well, he already had a bunch on him, so.
I just want to elbow attack and be like, dude, who ordered guacamole?
He's like, what's guacamole?
Yep, that's hilarious, you guys. So how the hell? How do we get out of here?
Just unamused, completely unamused.
No, just still a guy that thinks he kills all of his friends and completely undermines his entire philosophy of life. So how do we get out of here?
Covered in goo and holding dirty laundry.
Covered in goo, holding a dirty laundry with the freaking pirate crossbones on it.
It's a cool sack.
Davy Jones laundry.
Just to clarify, I had to create 3 things you could win and 3 things that could go wrong. So now I just have these floating things that didn't happen. So I'm pretty excited about using them one day. You guys, you guys look at the door because it was closed and locked, and you look at it, and the door is just sitting there, and it's the key that was in it is just now on the ground, right? That was in the lock. It's on the ground, and the door is ajar a little bit. And as you guys turn back, the chair and the woman are gone.
Oh.
Well, that sounds about right.
Grandnana.
Ugh. Good riddance.
Let's try the door again, you guys.
Would
also,
you like me to kick it down?
Sorry for projectile vomiting slime onto you, Adris.
It's okay, Tuyuya. I know it wasn't you.
Hey, but I mean, if you kill me in the future, you deserve it.
Exactly.
Whoa!
And then I just walk towards the towards the door.
Cool.
We'll unpack it later.
I'll kick the door down if they'd like
We'll
me
unpack
to.
his feelings later.
Yeah. Would you like to open it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That was thing, and I'm just like. Boop, boop.
I'll be right on his heels.
Literally.
You open the door, and it's a little weird because when you had gone into the room, there was a hallway, right? And when you open the door, you're now facing the exact view that you saw when you came out of the future vision. Except now, there is no direction to go left, and there's only that center tunnel and the way to go right.
I look around, I'm like, God damn it.
We gonna have to fuck you up if we go to the right, Idris?
I don't know what's gonna happen if we go to the right, but it looks like we should have just gone to the right to begin with. This is bullshit. And then I just like, I fling my arm a little bit to try to get some of the slime off. It's like, God, okay, fine, we'll go.
I got an idea. Let's tie Adris up before we go to the right.
Why do we need to tie me up to go to the right?
I'm not worried.
I don't want you fucking murdering no one.
I'm not.
He won't murder no one.
All right.
He's
You
not
guys
gonna
think
murder
that
Ready,
us.
Heather.
Do you guys think that could happen here?
I don't know.
My reality was covered in cobalt. So Austin, like thinking back to the memory that I had and that just had to experience. Was there anything like that I might recognize? Like does that room look like rooms that could be where we are?
No,
Like, is the architecture the same? Not at all.
no. It seems like certainly many years down the road and a very different location.
You guys know this.
How old am I?
If that's
Breathe.
how old did Tahuya look when she was dead?
You can guesstimate that everyone looked 5 to 10 years older.
Whoa.
Guys, the thing is, whenever I was in that place, this looked like it was like 5 to 10 years from now.
Whoa. Do I have more gold teeth?
I don't remember Tahuya. I didn't look in your corpse mouth.
Was I taller?
You were the exact same size.
Did I hit puberty?
He wasn't there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. Oh shit. Plot twist that I didn't realize earlier.
Oh, the abandoner wasn't there. What is this?
Oh wow, surprise.
Tack, I think you've only not hit puberty in your own mind. I'm pretty sure that goblin body is in their 30s.
Full grown.
To be honest, I wouldn't know. So
That's fair. Let's just go, you guys. The path is clear.
You're the only one that's stopping us. Let's go.
I'm following you, bud. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Everybody keeps asking me questions. God damn it.
Sorry, I couldn't understand you through the slime.
Maybe his new nickname should be Slimy.
Nick.
I can't
Nick,
hear any of this
nickname,
because I am
Slimy.
walking through the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hustle.
I'm gonna start wiping some
So,
slime off of him. As we're
Does
going.
everybody go through the door?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Who's last?
I'll be last.
Do you close the door?
No.
Why are you asking these questions?
I would like to.
For good reason.
No,
Go.
I'm leaving the door open just in case I need to run back out of it.
Okay, cool. So the door's open. The key was just on the ground, and the door's open. And yeah, so it opens outwards, right? And so you guys enter this room. It's a room that you guys all met up with each other. In front of you guys is this big vertical tunnel that Tahuya came flying up and then barely caught on the ledge of. So it's the tunnel that clearly goes up quite a bit and down what seems like forever. And then there was that direction over to the right.
Oh, right. That's what I meant. I thought we were already in that room, and I was feeling stupid because it's like we went in a circle for no reason.
You did go in a circle.
Right. Yeah, that was my goddamn it. And so
Oh my
God damn it.
So-
I would say for no reason, but you went in a circle. I mean, you're back. I mean,
right. So
yeah,
so whenever I was walking off, I was walking towards not where Tahuya freaking like
Okay.
bank teller little vacuum things up into our shit.
To you, yeah, the little bank teller.
I like these like magical worlds, and then you guys just like make them seem so uncreative in seconds. So I just
We pull inspiration
No,
from
it's-
everywhere.
It is. It's beautiful and vivid. It's just
Bank
like
teller too.
I'm like, all right. I'm trying to.
That's
Couldn't
exactly
understand
what it
this. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a
it is
bank
that.
teller vacuum. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And just to clarify, the wind is now going up very aggressively. Like you can hear like as it has some of the wind.
So we could jump in there and go back out.
From your experiences, you feel confident. Just you.
All right. So
Tack
well,
books
then-
it and jumps in.
yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm walking towards the other room.
Okay. So what's everyone doing? It sounds like some people are just going to jump in the vertical tunnel, and some people are going with Austin or Ergis. Who is?
I'm going to
I'll go
the
with
room.
Idris.
I just felt like we should RP the choices.
Yeah. Well, you guys.
Yeah.
How about this? You guys are all entering this room. You just see Ergis, like he's holding this bag, and he's just like, God damn it, son of a... And he's upset. He's not listening to you guys anymore as you make fun of him, and he just starts walking to the right side. Behind him is Jolie. Where do you go?
I'm just following him.
Okay. Tack.
Tack wasn't really paying attention and just keeps walking straight.
Okay. Ong.
I'm following him as well.
Togu.
I'm gonna follow and then yell out to Tack that we're going this way.
Okay.
Look at us working as a team,
Let's just do that. What is
following each other.
that? I'll let you guys just do that, whatever that is.
All right, Idris, lead the charge.
Oh wow. I mean,
I'm going.
I was-
I'm going with them all.
I told you what we did. Like
okay. I create hopefully a scenario where someone can reply, but it's always Joe that's like, yeah, fine.
like I would have responded.
I am.
I would have responded to that, Austin, but like literally, I would have like Togu would have just been like, Tack, and that would have been
Great. That's
there you go.
there we go.
There you
Awesome. Awesome.
There you go. You're welcome.
And that's
And I
telling
follow them.
story. All right, and then no, great. And
Compelling storytelling.
to you walk through the door and you have very compelling. And to you start to close the door and you're like, something tells me I shouldn't, and you don't.
I don't. I'm like, but what if I need to run away again? I'm gonna leave this open.
Keyword.
But what if something chases us through the door? I'm gonna leave it open. Fuck it, I'm gonna leave it open.
Decisions.
That's my in-brain conversation.
Okay.
And to
You're welcome
this
for that.
this is the door we just came out of, right?
Yes, that magically
Cool.
appeared
Thank
on a far wall that didn't have anything in it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Ergis, this is like you start to turn down that hallway. You can hear the wind like behind you to your left from the tunnel, like. And as you turn down this hallway, it's like 30 feet of tunnel. Okay. I'm gonna say you get about 10 feet down the tunnel, and on the far end of the door, you just hear. It's like something like massive has knocked against the door.
Oh shit.
Did I notice the direction of the wind at all?
Yeah, the wind's going up from that tunnel.
Okay. And which is different from how it was before, right?
Yes. No. Yeah.
Cool.
It's different.
All right. So so I hear this thing and I'm like,
Come here.
you guys, there's something really big behind that door. I just heard a thing.
Maybe you should come to the front then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want me to just fuck this door up real quick and then we see what goes on after I deal with it?
Listen,
I want you to
guys.
fuck this door.
Guys, here's the thing. Before, that wind was going down. Now it's going up. So we have a choice.
with wind.
We have a choice we can make right now. We
But
can
we
jump
have no
in.
idea. We have no idea what it means, anyways, right?
You're
Oh,
right.
I do. I rode that thing up and found you guys.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see anything else going up and down the tube?
Well, I think the place that I came from is not there anymore. So.
So no
Okay.
tube. All right then.
Well,
So-
remember I told you I met with a giant snake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we should probably avoid the big giant snake then.
Yeah.
But the big
He
giant
said-
snake.
He said he'd eat me if he saw me again. So.
But to you, we saw you come up, so we can assume that the big giant snake is down.
Below us.
And if the air's blowing up, basically, you guys, our choices are this: we can walk through that door up there and fight whatever it is that made that really, really loud banging sound I just heard, or
Let's do that.
We can roll the dice and jump into the air tunnel and go up and figure it out from there.
Let's go
Do you
through the
want me to-
door.
Do you want
Let's
me
go
to
through the
kick-
door.
Through the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick the fucking door down, but not let anyone pass me until I can ascertain what's on the other side, if at all possible.
I want to be right behind Ong's like right leg. Like I want to be right behind him. Like if he's 1, I'm 1.25.
So as
should give it a push for momentum.
as all of this is happening without discussing it, I'm just like, all right, cool, and then I just follow.
Okay, so we've got Ong, Togu, Eredris.
I'll be behind Eredris.
Well, I'm
Jack.
I'm one of the last to follow. I'm one of the last.
I'll be at the very back.
All right.
So I guess me, Tiyuya, and Jolie are heading up the rear.
All right. So
Booty
Ong,
Brigade.
Era just stopped at 10 feet from the door. I'm going to say that you make it to 20 feet, full of whatever it is that drives you. And at 10 feet away from the door, you notice that it's not actually one loud bang, but it's like a consistent, like, and the whole time you're just hearing like.
That is mighty annoying. I am more inclined to kick the fucking door open.
I love
Okay.
that Ong's statement sounds like, DM, I know you're trying to deter me, but I just want you to know now I just want to do it more.
I just fucking try and tell Sam all the time, like, hey, you're about to die. And he's always like, I fucking do it. And I'm like, okay, you're about to die. And he's like, did I stutter? And I'm like, okay.
My name is
I'd like to. Is it like?
Are you gonna prepare yourself now? Now you're gonna.
No, not at all. But Ong would like to with the noise. I'd like to know if I've ever heard that sound before.
Oh yeah, I mean, sounds like fucking bugs.
Yeah, I don't fucking like bugs.
That sucks. That one.
I'd like to kick the door down.
That means how bad my sounds were. That wasn't obvious.
I thought it was like some kind of
I
like
just didn't want to do a cliche.
grinder, like an engine.
Or something.
of-
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Set 'em on fire.
You're about 10.
Can I use Heather? Can I use Heather? Considering that there are bugs, Ong would like to hit the door with Heather as hard as he physically can.
Okay, let's do an attack roll at the door.
Sure. Whatever you say, DM. You're the boss, you know.
Most DMs
14. 14 on a door.
Okay. What's your plan? You want to break the door down? You want to cut it?
Like the
I just
Shining?
I want to hit it with the broadside of Heather, like a baseball bat.
Okay.
To try it, like on the door handle, just to smash the fucking door open.
Oh, interesting. All right, so this is what happens. So you swing at the door, at the handle, and it's just like a little knob, and you smash the thing so far, it's like it just goes flying out on the other side. Right? So the door handle.
Wait, Austin, it's like what?
He hits the door handle, and it goes like right out of it. It just goes flying. And there's a lot of those sounds today. And the door opens for a second and immediately is slammed shut. And it's like rattling much, much more. And then you notice where the door handle was, there's now maybe like a 4-inch in diameter circle, right, where the handle was. That's now just an open hole. For maybe a second, Ong, and maybe the two others behind, you see like a room that has some candles lit and something going on in there. But you can't quite make it out. And before you can figure out what's actually in that room, you see that there's some sort of like blackness that takes over the hole very quickly. And within seconds, a heavy stream of like I'm gonna call them murder bees, or what are they called? Murder hornets.
Murder hornets.
Yeah.
Murder hornets.
But they're very large hornets start pouring out and immediately going straight at you.
I would like to
Runs
very
away.
quickly take my. Do I still have the robes that I had in my inventory some time ago?
And I can't say I kept track of your inventory.
I know. I would like to just assume that I still have them because I did not delete them and shove them
That
in
makes
that
sense.
hole.
Okay.
Smart.
Heck yeah.
Better than your
Love it.
penis.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just do let's do athletics.
All right. I can do that because I am strong.
And let's see.
And 18 plus 6, so that would be 24 total.
Okay.
You got the strongest robes.
Thanks for Unicorn Dabs 200 Gamer for the sub.
Thank you,
Gibblestick.
Unicorn
Yeah.
Dabs.
Gibblestick Gaming. Thank you as well.
Yeah, also Gibblestick Gaming. You're a fucking rock star, motherfucker. Love you. Also, one more shout out to Steve Birch.
Steve
while our DM
Birch!
is figuring
Yeah,
this
Steve
out,
Birch.
I kind of promised Steve Birch a little bit of a one shot around him at some point that he can use as a campaign promotional material. So I hope we're all good with Democrat running for House District 15 in Idaho, and we're down to help him campaign a little bit.
Sam, you take that rope and you roll it up and you just start smashing it into this this new like doorknob hole. And yeah, thank you, Sam. And in the process, I would say I rolled for it, but maybe out of the maybe 1 million that could come out of this, only about 100 did. And
1 million.
yeah, this is a hive of hornets that you keep the door open to. And
That's a pretty goddamn good ratio to you, yeah.
yeah, you stuff this thing in there and you're being like stung the whole time. You're like, fuck, god damn it. And you're like shoving this thing in there and you successfully do clog the hole. But you do take 14 damage as you were stung by
Ow!
However, I am resistant to poison damage. So what does that look like?
I wasn't even talking about poison damage.
Wonderful.
It's like, it's still 14 damage.
I mean, you got stung like 40 times. It was
Pack
physical.
is trying to
I
swat the
guess it's
hornets that are
piercing.
surrounding him.
It's piercing damage, if we want to call it anything.
Ooh.
And there would normally be some
well,
sort of poison reaction. But
He's also impervious to piercing damage.
I'm not raging
He's not
yet.
raging.
But I would like to use
Oh.
stones, and I would like to use stones endurance if you would allow.
Is that a reaction?
I
racial.
believe it is a racial reaction of some
Mhm.
sort.
it's a
To reduce
reaction?
damage on an attack.
Yeah, as a
Oh, okay.
reaction. 1d12 plus 3.
Yeah, if it is a reaction instead of an action, then yes, you can.
I got an 11, so that would be a 14. I mean,
Sam, every time you do this, it makes me want to create bigger, more fucky situations for you. And next time, I'm just gonna kill you. Like, you take 4 billion.
I'm
Take 4
sorry.
billion damage.
I'm sorry
I'm
that you're
gonna
trying
kill
to
you.
damage the tank right now, and it is hard to do that.
Cool. So that's gone for the day, right? So that's a 1-day.
Yep.
situation.
Once a short rest, so.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Figure out how to DM better.
No, temples. I mean, the idea is that by the time you get to the boss fight, you have less health. And, you know, like it's like a wearing down. But it's always
Yeah.
Well, now I don't have my
and it's always
safety
Sam
net.
who breaks the door open, and it's always Sam who's resistant to everything. So it's like,
That's why we let him do it.
yeah,
I'm a tank.
yeah.
He's a strong
No,
boy.
no, now that I'm gonna write this down. Like, make sure that all bad choices Sam makes is 8 times the damage. I have it written.
Yeah.
Now a note on my computer.
And so DM, and this is a good just as a point. So like because I have 37 points of damage, but I'm resistant when I'm raging. So most of my damages are cut in half, and like with Stone's Endurance, and because you gave me a resistance to poison just by default. So it that helped so much.
It was your doing.
Oh, you mean the weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Or what?
It was my shield or my weapon. I can't.
It's your shield.
Yeah, it was a shield.
My shield.
But you have to be using.
I remember that.
Like you'd have to have it.
Yeah,
out.
it's always on me. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, that's true. Like.
Can I ask a meta question?
Against me. Yes.
So I still have 2 of those $100 wine bottles in my possession.
Heck yeah.
How much alcohol is in one of those wine bottles?
Ooh, man.
How do you still have those? Are you an alcoholic?
I never drank them or gave them away. I've been saving them. For literally this purpose.
They're nice. I mean, they're like a nice wine. And not to say that necessarily correlates to alcohol percentage, but I'd say they're like 12%, 12, 13.
For wine?
So like,
what's up?
Would they work well as a Molotov cocktail?
Not at 12%.
Not at 12%?
I'm not expert on this
that's not
subject,
high enough alcohol.
I feel like probably not. Yeah.
I've
Maybe
thrown
it's a
many in my
tiefling
life.
trait that you can make.
What's crazy?
Molotov cocktail with wine and infernal flame.
You got these cool.
How many Molotov cocktails have you actually thrown? Any of you?
I've thrown so many in Grand Theft Auto.
Let me. Okay.
Sam's like one.
Let's take a
one
pause
in
for
Baker.
Googling.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Baker
And mine
doesn't count.
And mine was in Caldwell, so same thing.
Yeah. I didn't like throw it at a police station. It was just at Thermite.
It was just at a buddy.
Yeah.
His buddy named Thermite.
Just a bro of mine.
If anyone hasn't played with Thermite, that's why we have the Second Amendment at this point. It's because of Thermite. So I heavily recommend it.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, that was my question.
It looks like no, you can't use
So
wine.
Oh no, you can't use wine. No, it has to be like whiskey-ish or gasoline or diesel.
I figured. I was just curious.
Whiskey won't work either because whiskey's got a lower alcohol content.
Everclear.
Yeah, there's a reason that they use like Bacardi 151 for all those like light shots. It's because it's like what is it, like 80 proof, 100 proof?
Okay,
So,
that's what I was curious. That's what I was curious about. So I was like, okay, I just need to know because if I can do this, you bet your fucking ass I'm gonna do it.
We don't condone creating and throwing your own Molotovs in your free time.
Do you guys know they don't make Bacardi 151 anymore?
Oh gosh, darn.
Yep.
Okay.
So
anywho,
so I just saw these.
So Janelle, just as a reference, Bacardi 151 is 75.5% alcohol.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So like your typical rums and whiskeys are like in the 30s.
Christ.
Yeah.
That's insane. How do you drink that and not immediately go to the hospital?
You don't. That's why it's discontinued.
Yeah.
You use it to peel paint off your fucking walls.
Oh, dude. Speaking of just going to the hospital, Sam, you resisted all of that damage, and you don't have to go to the hospital. And now you guys are sitting in a hall
save.
at Sam, who has broken down this door almost, and is now stuffing a robe in there, staring back at you guys.
Thanks for bringing us back. All right. And
Well,
I'm right behind him.
so what
I
was it?
want to put my hand. I want to put my hand right on like Ong's hand and help him like keep the robe stuffed in.
I have a question. Also, this is an actual important question, not Molotov cocktail related.
That's good.
So there was we saw the nest from outside, correct?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Well,
cool.
The whole building seemed like a nest to you guys because it was full of holes and like tunnels coming in and out. You could occasionally see like large insects passing through the holes.
Cool.
I'm trying to do a think. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue with whoever.
So I'm just looking at them trying to. So should we not go that way, you guys? Is that the plan? We don't go that way.
That looks like a shit way to go.
I want to look back and be like, guys, it's already open. Like we already cut a hole in the door.
Does anyone have any sort of fire that they can just spray on these fucking hornet? There's a lot of them up in that motherfucker. Like, it's not like one or two of them. It's like a fuckload of them.
And I want to clarify that the handle is broken, right? And so you're pressing against the door. The door does open inwards, and the only reason that it's not opening while you're pressing
I'm pulling against the door, right?
So you're pushing.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
And the only reason that it's working is that there are so many of these hornets on the opposite side pressing against the door that there's actually enough pressure to resist you.
I would recommend we get the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't really want no murder hornets unless Togu, you can heat up that metal. Is this a metal door? No, it's not.
No, guys.
Yeah, welded shut.
Guys, here's what we're gonna do. All right, Togu, Ong, you hold that door as long as you can. Everybody else get back. I'm gonna light this shitty laundry on fire, and hopefully the smell and the smoke keeps
put it down the chute.
The freaking hornets away.
Throw it in the door.
Do you want to put it through this hole? Like we can kind of do that, like a fucking
like
real
a
quick
cannon?
swap.
Or like a
This is bringing me back to that cave.
I'll put it through the.
No,
all right.
Go. You keep your hand on, and I'll use my little hands, and I'll shove those old lady panties in the hole.
We got it.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny if it was all of her.
Ergis.
Yeah,
give me
here you go.
Undies. You ready?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you, Togu. Some of the stuff in here is crustier than others. Some of it's moist, some of it's crusty. I felt it when I had my hand down in it. Here you go. No, go for it, man.
Ergis, we will talk about this later. Ong, you ready, buddy?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna grab a handful of crusty old lady panties.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on for what?
Okay, you get.
How many crusts?
Are you rolling for how crusty they are?
Yeah, I actually have a list of what you could get. So
okay.
You pulled out several jock straps, very well used. You also pull out 3 pairs of socks because there's always one missing, and those are the ones that stink more than anything.
I'm not looking at it. I'm just grabbing a handful.
Yeah, this is what's in your hand.
Shoving in the hole.
Whatever. And then
whatever.
And then you
this is a visual for our
totally
viewers.
looking at him.
you also have a sweater, and it seems actually nice.
Oh, I like sweaters. Are cool. Yeah, shoving it in the hole. All of it.
Togu, leave whatever's left on the ground. we need a big enough fire because the moment. By the looks of how that door's shaking, the moment you guys let go, that door's just going to swing wide open, and we need a big old fire if this is going to work.
I want to grab a pair of underwear from the bag and just throw it at Ergis, and then shove the rest of it in the hole underneath Ong's hand. Just one here, grab it, and then go.
Cool.
All right, are we ready for this, guys?
Yeah.
Wait, so Togu,
right.
you remove the robe and then put new things in? Is that what I understood?
Trying to slide underneath.
Just like jam it in more.
Yeah, I kind of like pull them up a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Guys, you shove more in there.
All right, guys, on the count of 3, get out of the way, and I'm going to make a campfire out of that bag of laundry.
Get it, son.
It sounds like the only choice.
All right. Well, I guess here, Ong, since you and I are here, should we count it off?
Yeah, and I'd like to.
Right. Let's run on. Ong.
And get really mad.
We'll run on 2. And then Ergis, you shoot on 3. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. 1. Ong, you ready?
Yeah, I'm pissed too.
3. On 2, I run and jump in the tunnel.
I cast elemental attunement, and then I try to start a campfire on the laundry.
This is the laundry or the bag?
Laundry.
The whole collection of it, right?
So
Okay, because you still
yes.
have a bag, and when you pulled all that stuff out, Togu, it didn't seem like it got lighter at all.
Yeah, so I want to light. So there should be a bag of laundry on the floor. There might also be other laundry on the floor. I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know.
Not bad. Not bad.
that was
Not at all.
so yeah. My goal is to light the laundry that's on the floor on fire, assuming that once they leave the door, it's going to swing open from these millions of hornets.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just say this: some of the laundry that is out of the bag does catch on fire. Like it tries to create like a fire, and it starts. However, the bag itself, which you see like fire like hit it for a second, it's like, and immediately goes out around the bag, like this magical aura around the bag that protects it. I want to say that I didn't explain this well enough, but I think it's possible that I did. But we'll revisit the whole scenario here. They let go of the door, but it opens inwards, and the bugs are pressing against the door, so it doesn't open.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
But shit is on fire now, and moving up the line.
So
The only way the
Like-
bugs get through is through the hole that Ong hit in the door, right?
Yeah.
But
Yes, that's now
Which we
on
stuffed.
fire.
Which we stuffed. No, it's not on fire because we stuffed it full of the old lady panties, and then air just lit on fire the bag of old lady panties that's on the floor, right?
I am so confused.
Give us the scene, DM. Explain exactly
I'm
where
telling
we're at.
because
I'm telling you what's happened now at this point. It doesn't matter because
Cool.
we're going to move on. But you have a line of things that were in the hole and hanging down from it, and which reached the bag. The bag resisted the fire, but things that were hanging like a whole like jock strap and maybe a bra it started to light on fire and move upwards.
Can I hear that some of the wasps have receded due to the smoke?
I don't think you guys hear anything different. Yeah, but there is some smoke that's going in the door and on your side of the door. So assuming that something's happening.
Can I continue to pull laundry out and kind of shove it through the hole yeah, and get it higher and higher?
Yeah, okay. Let's say you do 3 handfuls. All right, so you keep pulling stuff out of the bag, and you're just like stuffing weird stuff. There's like a really nasty shirt. There's like a button up that's just in a tunic and some other. It's just all just right. Like it's just horrible. At some point, you pull out like weird knee pads, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And you just like,
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about any of that. I used to be a pirate. I don't give a fuck.
Gardening.
You pull out extra long socks and gardening gloves, and you're just throwing all these nasty things.
Those smell great.
Yeah.
Fucking
The last thing you pull out is like a whole spear.
sick. I put that one on my back real quick.
Okay.
And do not light that on fire.
It's old and wooden and has lots of splinters.
That's fine by me. I'm a fucking mountain giant. I don't give a shit.
Splinter Man.
Yeah. I'd like to just kind of sheath that for later.
Okay. So you keep feeding the fire. I'm gonna say, holy crap! It just changed music in a very intense way. Sorry about that, everyone.
We're having an intense moment.
it was like
Fucking
piano.
laundry.
Underwear is on fire.
You just keep shoving stuff to this door, and it just keeps like lighting more of it. And you notice there's a lot of smoke, and you're like coughing, like it's visibly difficult to be near this fire at this point. The wooden door itself is on fire, and you can see like that some of the bugs are trying to like get through the clothing that you keep shoving through there, but by the time they do, they're like falling down dead from the of smoke.
You guys, we need to make a decision right now as to whether or not we want to continue this path or if we need to retreat. I would leave it up to those that are much more intelligent than me.
That's not me.
Well, the way I look at it, you guys, we know something that is super dangerous is behind that door. We also
Lee, can you talk to these motherfucking hornets or something?
Me? I wish. I know I can't though.
Shit.
I know.
We know something dangerous is behind that door. We don't know where the blowy vent is going to lead. And I don't think that we can go back the way that we came.
Well, I mean, I think the only way out then is through those glowy vents, and we just take a risk, or we go through those murder hornets, and I don't think none of us want to.
I want to go get as close as I can to the door and see if it seems safer than it was before.
The door with the hornets?
Yeah. I mean, if basically if there are any fewer hornets, or if maybe they have just been like smoked out and suffocated, or like have retreated to a different part of their little hive, or what.
Okay. It seems like the hornets are like furiously attacking the door, and the door is trying to break because it's burning. And some of the hornets are actually getting through the door now, but they're dying on the way just because of the fire. But it definitely seems like there's still a monstrous swarm on the other side. It's loud. The door is shaking a lot.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, guys, this isn't getting any better.
I'm out.
So I just want to pick up the magic bag of dirty laundry. I close it up, throw it over my shoulder. I'm like, this is gonna get weirdly useful.
You get a weird
and
too, like right when you close the drawstrings, like it was horrible. It was
oh god. So yeah, I throw it over my slimy shoulder, and I just take my slimy self back to the group, and I'm like, well, guys, the vent then.
I'm just like, well, I've done this before. I'll go first, and like run over and like open my little cape thing, like wings, and I'm just like, see you guys on the other side.
Wait,
Floats up.
DM, didn't I already jump in?
The tunnel?
I ran away from.
If you did, we didn't know.
Yeah. No, sorry. I
see what you're saying.
Oh, that's right. You did
after
first.
I pushed this shit into the door at 2, I ran and booked it and jumped in the tunnel.
Awesome.
Oh,
Togu's
so I picked up
gone
my
for a while,
bag.
like a minute maybe or 2.
I picked up my bag. I'm like, where the fuck is Togu?
Oh fuck.
Must have taken the tunnel, and then I just was like.
You and I were just like, hey!
Okay.
It's like the opening in the Power Rangers movie is what you and Togu are right now.
I wrote a centipede
All right,
into the ground.
So here's the
good,
deal.
bro.
Tack, I'm going to say that you were right behind Chuyuya, and you're like approaching the tunnel, and you see her do her like Batman move and then fly up. And you look over to the left, and you see the same old lady, and she closes the door that you guys came through.
Oh no!
And she turns back at you with like this grin, and she's holding the key that you guys left in the room. She goes and turns the key, and then she disappears, and you watch that door disappear too.
Wait, which key?
The key. There was an ancient golden key.
I still have it. Don't I?
Yeah, I mean, I asked you guys a couple times. You left the key in the room.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I got it from the first chest. Did it stick? No, it's stuck in the door. It's stuck in the door.
I thought we used it to open the door.
Yeah,
I tried to. Yeah, I did, and then I tried to use it to like switch the direction of the air, and then it stuck. So you're good.
No, it's all good. And when you guys left that room, the door was ajar and the key was on the ground. Is how I described it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Weird. I always get stressed out. Like, did I forget something? But
Joe is frozen, and it's fucking.
Oh no!
Oh, there you go.
It's funny.
It was amazing.
I took a screenshot.
Let's take a break real quick. While you get this fixed.
Guys, we'll see you. Yeah, it's about time anyway. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
And for everyone that's still watching, all of the people that have recently subscribed, or Steve Birch, or whoever's doing it, pretty please go to the description down below or on the side if you're on Facebook for some awful reason, and go and support. If you're locally here in Boise, there's some really great stuff going around along as far as ally services go, and things you can do to help support the BLM movement here in Boise. And then also there's a link to a really good place that you can go and donate. So definitely go and do that. And we love you and hope you love us too.